Hashem na'aseh v'natzliach. I wanted to talk about the Shekhina and the Kotel, the Western Wall, which is the holiest of holiest place for the Jews. Especially, it's in the news a lot. This Dvar Torah is dedicated for the refuah shlema of my dear father. Please pray for him, Shlomo Chaim ben Pari, and may God heal all the sick people amongst the nation of Israel. This week's parsha is a double one, Vayakel Pekodai. And again, for the fifth time, the Torah talks about the construction of the tabernacle. And the second parsha we read, which is the last parsha of Shemot, is Pekodai. And the Torah tells us, Ele Pekodai Mishkan, Mishkan Ha'edut. These are the accountings of the Mishkan, the holy tabernacle, the Mishkan Ha'edut. The tabernacle of what? Testimony. Rashi says, what testimony does the Mishkan give? The Mishkan is that golden proof that the Shekhina, the presence of God, is amongst the nation of Israel, and God forgave us for the sin of the golden calf. If you remember last week in the weekly Torah portion, the Jews did the most horrendous and horrific mistake of making the golden calf the symbol and signal that God has forgiven us for that sin is the Mishkan Ha'edut. Now, what is Shekhina exactly? Because for many years I had this question myself. I heard from Rabbi Matasyahu Solomon Shlita, the Mashgiach of Lakewood. He said from the Ma'abit, a very important thing. What is exactly the Shekhina? We know God is invisible and God is everywhere. Shekhina is when God does open miracles, and there's nobody can doubt that this was the hand of God. And last week I talked about one of the Torah proofs. Thank God we can bear witness that still this energy that we feel the presence of God. We get so heartwarmed to see that God's hand is watching over us. That's what Shekhina is. And that's why there was 10 constant miracles in the Holy Temple and the Holy Tabernacle for 40 years. They saw a heavenly fire come and consume all their offerings, the multitude of offerings. But the Kotel, listen to this. This is one of the most amazing proofs that the Torah is given by God. In Shir HaShirim it says, Hine omed achar kotlenu, matzitz min acharakim. It says, my beloved is behind the Kotel, the wall. It's looking through the crevices and cracks. It says over there in the Midrash, written 2,000 years ago, that Me'olam lo zaz Shekhina mi Kotel HaMaaravi. The Shekhina, the presence of God, never left the Kotel. Because Hashem swore that this western wall that was built by Solomon will never be destroyed. Now, do you know how many different times Jerusalem was attacked and burnt to the ground? If you go to the tours underground, you'll know that the present day Jerusalem is like 7 layers on top of where the ancient Jerusalem used to be. The Kotel actually goes many hundreds and thousands of feet lower than where the level we are. Jerusalem was Nebuchadnezzar, the Babylonians destroyed Jerusalem. The Greeks destroyed Jerusalem. The Romans destroyed Jerusalem. The Turks attacked and destroyed Jerusalem. The Christians, the Crusaders, the Arabs. Yet, none of them were able, can you imagine, to destroy the Kotel? So, how could the oral Torah write that God swore that this wall will never be destroyed? We see before our eyes the holiness and the presence of God is there palpable. And that's what it means the Shekhina never left the Kotel. Even though enemy after enemy after enemy after enemy attacked it, nobody was able to destroy it because God was there. So may Hashem bring the Holy Mashiach, because what's so special why do we always want the temple to be rebuilt? Because then not only do we know emotionally and physically in our heart that God exists, but then we see God's hand, and it's so much more heartwarming. And may those days come true very soon. Amen.